at the meantime, Dusa could be picking up her her Mantis style and everything. So we'll see. Dusa already have her Lincoln Sphere. I think she got it a little bit back here when the team fight, before the team fight even happened. So that's why she was very durable in that team fight. And yeah. Looks like there is another tower push coming down on the Scourge here. Scourge, I think despite their... I'm not too sure whether they're a better late game team. But definitely they're not too shabby late game with the Dusa here. Looks like they're going to go for the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor is going to take some damage. Witch Doctor should be okay. They're going to focus on the Storm. Storm's going to get changed and death. Give me a nice finger, no finger. Probably gonna stay on cooldown. Venomancer doing whatever he can against the Dusa. Dusa has a lot of high mana shield. Dusa already almost out of mana shield. Meanwhile, they're gonna stop. Focus on the Drow Ranger. Drow Ranger is gonna be okay here. Very hectic team fight as well. The Alchemist taking a lot of damage. Alchemist gonna be returning some damage. They do pick off long DD, so that is a Drow Ranger. And meanwhile, the Alchemist gets focused. I think they're focusing on the wrong hero. Should pick off the squishy heroes instead of Alchemist. But Alchemist gonna get Hex, gonna get Dual Breath soon. Give me a nice dual breath for that Venom Scale, doing not too bad damage. Dual breath on the two very low HP hero. They're gonna chase on the Venomancer. Venomancer gets Ice Path and gets picked off by the gets picked off by the Dusa here. And with that, I think they will take the bottom tower as well. So nice kind of back and forth team fight from both team here. But I think with Scourge being a lot more durable, having the Voodoo Restoration, having the Mecha, and having, of course, the Mana Shield and all that jazz, they were able to outlast the Sentinel as predicted earlier by my early game analysis there. And with that, they took the bottom tower. Did I say tower count was even? It's not even. Sorry, it was in the Sentinel, heavily in the lead of Sentinel. Even before they took this tower at top and the second level tower at bottom. So now it's more or less no. Now it's still not even. The tower count is 5-3 in favor of Sentinel here. So Sentinel hero is pretty rich, and with that richness, let's see what they have picked up. A relic on this Alchemist, so that is pretty nice time for a relic, considering he got Strength Shreds, Vanguard, and he hasn't been AFK farming. He has been joining in team fights. He is 4 there on 5, so he is doing very well in this farming. Meanwhile, Drow Ranger has shown some creep pulling micro that I haven't even looked at yet. So wow, look at a lot of ancient camps being plucked off by the entire team here. We do have the Acid Spray and the Terror, so all these creeps having high minus armor here, and Drow Ranger and the Alchemist is just getting it all. So they're leveling up like crazy, getting a lot of gold. So I think the Sentinel is clawing their way back into this farming game, but they still have to they have a lot of ground to make up. But with this, once the Radiance finish, I think the Sentinel will be in a momentarily superiority if they do choose to go into a team fight, because that Alchemist and the Acid Spray and the Radiance, that is just a lot of DPS. Of course, you cannot pick off the Alchemist very quickly. They don't have the DPS to do so on the Scourge team. Of course, the Scourge team does have Dusa, but keep in mind that Dusa is not a great single target killer like the Drow Ranger is. She is more of a multi-killer. She kind of stands in the center of everything and split shot, so she doesn't do too much damage against a single target. So building a very single target tank like Alchemist is very good for the Sentinel against the Dusa. I mean, he will hold his own against the Dusa with the assets, because the way Dusa usually plays is she sits in the center of everything, trying to out-tank you. But, trying to out-tank an Acid Spray, Radiance, and a constant right-click from Alchemist is a little bit hard, even for Dusa. But we'll see how it plays out here as we see Dusa leading the charge. She should have her Mana Shield up, though. Looks like leading the charge against a push mid lane push. The Ancient Protector level 2 and mid lane is still at full HP, so I think the Sentinel should be okay here. We do see Alchemist playing the role of Dusa for the Sentinel, running in, throwing whatever spell he can, like pushing it back. I think they could push it back fairly easily. They do have Venom Wards coming in every freaking 5 seconds, so, and that's pretty some nice DPS from the Venom Wards if you could stack enough of them. I'm not sure what Venom is doing. He's taking a break. Now Venom Ward is putting it here. Okay, good job. He is using the Venom Wards for sight as well. I think the Scourge has to be forced to go back. The bottom, yeah, they're going to TP back. The bottom lane is fairly pushed. I'm not too sure why Dusa still haven't picked up her Yasha. She is sitting at, let's see, 3,400 gold. Come on, pick up your Yasha already. Like, and I'm not too sure what I need to stress on it, but Manta Style and Dusa is like they are like the best combination ever in terms of hero and item combination, I guess. Like Of course, the man. Oh, don't walk to the secret shop. He's gonna pick up a butterfly. Don't do it, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was gonna say, I mean, Dusa and Mantis are like best buddies. They're like no, not best buddy is an understatement. They're like couples. They're like Spike and Julia. They're like Sakura and Sharon. They're like Tomoya and Nagisa. For those of you guys anime fans that even realize any of those anime reference, kudos to you. But Mantisao and Dusa, it's like they're like great because I mean, of course, he's plus 10 from the Ultimate Orb makes her even more tankier. The Manta split with split shot is like OP stuff, and the Yasha gives her so much mobility, so much attack speed and damage. That's why they're like best couples. And I mean, this guy like Gorgon is like cheating right now. This is not good, man. Of course, Butterfly is still a great late game item, but I think you generally want to ramp up to a Manta style first, and you know, before anything else. But we'll see how it plays out. And looks like I think Roshan has spawned at this point. Yeah, Roshan has spawned at this point. Looks like there will be a big team fight with this Alchemist having Radiance. I think this favor will be turned into the Sentinel. It looks, yeah. If you look at that, Sentinel was very aggressively choosing a team fight. There isn't, wow, that's a lot of damage over time here. Dusa sitting at center everything, but her Mountain Shield will be running out pretty soon. Storm Spirit gets picked off. There is a nice macro power making everyone run here, but Dusa looks like Dusa will be in trouble. Dusa will be picked off. Joe Ranger, I think, in trouble as well. No, Joe Ranger okay here. And let's see. I think the THC will be in trouble now. THC is gonna be picked off. Another phone call. I'm not going to answer it this time because I don't want to pause it a second time for you guys. But it looks like the Alchemist will pick off second, but Windrunner is still coming against Windrunner. What is Windrunner doing? Is she trying to try to pick off someone here? They're fairly low HP. Oh, what a nice power shot. Picking off the Draw Rangers. That is a ninja kill. Showing the wage of ninja by Windrunner. Well played there. But I was in the early of that team fight, I was gonna say, if you look at the mini map, if you want to scroll back like, you know, a minute or so, Sentinel didn't even have all 5 of their heroes. They were really like wanting to have an early team fight. They were choosing it, like they wanted a team fight. And Alchemist just went baller deeps in, and if you look at Sentinel, like, I mean, if you look at Scourge, they have 5 heroes and they ran from Alchemist, and like even they know that the Alchemist with the acid spray, with the chemical rage and the radiance, is just too much for them to handle at this point. Both teams know this, and the Sentinel like chose that team fight. Now Alchemist with Blame Mail, and that's just wow. Like if you focus on the Alchemist, you die. If you don't focus on Alchemist, you die. But looks like the Scourge. I don't think the Scourge should go for Roshan at this point. They are in a losing fight right now. They should really sit back and farm up, especially wait for this Dusa to get her get her butterfly. I don't think they could choose to fight here, but they are still choosing to persist here. Keep in mind, they don't have any like single damage kind of nuke against this Roshan. Of course, they do have focus fire from the Rimmer. It looks like there is going to be T5 going in. Alchemist coming in from behind. Nice Ice Path getting everyone here. Nice split shot from everyone going in. A big team fight, hectic team fight. Look like Ultimate going out from Venomancer. Everyone is going to fall down. Alchemist in the center of everything. That what the hell is this Storm doing? Storm is like jizzing in his pants or something, not teleporting around. Looks like Witch Doctor gets picked off by the Radiance, and I think with that Sentinel winning the team fight very handily, and I think they could pick off the Roshan here as well. Let's see if they're going to push mid or pick off Roshan. I think they will pick off Roshan. Yeah, someone's going to TP back. Alchemist is going to TP back for the farm, and rest, they are not going to pick off Roshan. So wow, even with winning that team fight, I think they could have made something out of it. I think Venomancer could have ported back. Unless he was dead. No, Venomancer was alive. He could have poured it back, and Alchemist and Storm could have just focused on the Roshan. I mean, with the acid spray and the nice damage coming from Alchemist, I think could have done it. I mean, look at his damage. He's at plus 106 from the Alchemist. So Alchemist could have done something to the Roshan. Not too sure why they backed off there. But I was getting a little bit tongue-tied in the last team fight. They just have a lot of big ultimate going off, and you can start seeing the combo of the Venomous, not the Venomous, the combo of Venomancer's ultimate, Acid Spray, Radiance. That is just a lot of damage over time. Even like, of course, Dusa will be okay, like standing in the center of everything and the split shotting, but his teammates won't. Like they are not very durable, his heroes. So generally, a lot of teams when they're fighting against a Dusa, they try to overwhelm a Dusa with single target nukes and bursts and everything. And I think that's the wrong way to do it, because Dusa generally does very, very well against single damage nukes. You know, because she's a beast. But if you just have a big AoE nuke against the entire team, that's when Dusa starts having trouble. Like she will stay alive, of course, but once, you know, Witch Doctor dies, once the Windrunner and the Lion dies, like the Dusa can't, you know, 1v5. She can eventually, but she doesn't have the item to do so. But that Dusa, 31 minutes. Butterfly, Lincoln Sphere. She is having pretty good farm. ZSMJ would have a Manta and Rapier by now, you know, on top of that. But this is not ZSMJ. But this looks like there is another team fight going on. And I'm not too sure why Sentinel is choosing this team fight. Maybe they think that with the Butterfly, Dusa could do a lot more damage, which is true. Like with the Butterfly, that Dusa could do a lot more damage with a split shot. That's like, you know, extra, I don't know. I want to say extra 40 or 50 damage with a split shot in combination, but looks like Venomancer is dropping wards every freaking where. And let's see what they're going to do here. And Dusa leading in charge, so is Alchemist, both tanks coming in. And once the Blade Mail pops, they really have to back off. Now they're going to go in again. Nice Macro Fire in center of everything. Dusa is still split shotting like crazy. Stormsphere with BKB is going to go in, disrupting 4 hero. Looks like Dusa will be picked off here. I think those 4 heroes got distracted by the Stormsphere, and because of that, Dusa had no help from his teammate and got picked off. So a little bit poor play from the Guangdong boys here, excuse me. And I think this THC will be picked off as well. There is going to be shooting some pew pew laser. They will pick off the THC. With that, I think the Sentinel can push. Wow, every single lane from the Scourge gets pushed very heavily. I think Dusa is going to be forced to buy back. Dusa, does she have buyback go? Dusa is only sitting at 1,000 gold. I don't think Dusa has buyback gold at this point. With that, I think Sentinel goes to Roshan. I think Sentinel could have pushed mid tower as well. At least very much forced the buyback from the Scourge team. Not too sure why I did not focus on the mid, but instead they have went for the Aegis here. I think Joe Ranger should pick up. Yeah, there we go. Joe Ranger has picked up. Joe Ranger has gone for Quarterstaff and an Ultimate Orb. No, she has picked up a Manta Star and an Ogre Axe. I think that Quarterstaff was a little bit misspot, or maybe she was kind of thinking into Lothars. But I mean, that Quarterstaff is not going to go to waste, because probably she will go into a super late game Butterfly later after BKB as well. But it's a little bit strange to see that Drow Ranger has opted for Manta Style before BKB, because the general Drow Ranger build is the Yasha into a BKB and then back into a Manta Style. So a little bit kind of strange to see she didn't finish BKB, because she is pretty much getting focus in every single fight. But now that with the Alchemist having Radiance, like the Alchemist should kind of run in by himself and tank the initial barrage of the fire, and then have Joe Ranger stand very safely back. And if you're wondering why in every single pro Chinese game they always dominate a Centaur, right? And they just have the Centaur follow Joe Ranger, because the Centaur has that endurance aura. I think endurance aura has like a 20-something% attack speed increase, and of course that's for the entire team. But I mean, Joe Ranger is already a very, very high damage hero, and if you give her extra attack speed aura, that is just very, very insane here. How much vision does that ward give? Let me see. Holy shit, man, that Venom ward is like sick ass vision. My god. Wow. Man, I guess that's why Venomancer is such a popular pick right now. Just look at that Venom ward on top of that Sentinel camp. Just seeing everywhere. That's like, and it lasts for a while too. It's not like, you know, it dies in 5 seconds. That's crazy. That is crazy. I never knew it gave so much vision, but you see Venomancer just placing it wherever he goes. Even if you kill it, it's only like I think it's like 7 or 8 gold or 5 gold or something. Very, very small.